starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. We started off first talking with G. Then we went and added Corey. Then we went and added Corey. Added Prince, that's the KPG. We started off fresh with KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. Added Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
What up, what up, what up, baby? Welcome to Talking with KPG. I'm your boy G. Underneath me, we got our dog, Prince.
What up,
Prince
dog?
Right. We got Bulldogs best. And I guess this is not South Carolina State Bulldog. This is the Georgia Bulldogs. Corey Davis. And right above him, we have South Carolina State HBCU champ, Chuck Littlejohn. What up, my dogs?
What's going on, baby?
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Another day, another dollar, baby.
Happy Hump Day.
Yes, sir.
Happy
Yes, sir.
Hump Day. Hey, episode 83, season 2. Hey, this is we got a show for y'all today, man. We got a show for y'all today. We're about to bring some excitement and a couple new things that we're going to add to the show today. I hope you all like it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We also have some new subscribers out there. Let me go ahead and put them out, man. For show. Kendall 404 and Gregory Edmondson. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Thank y'all for subscribing to the show. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for the love. My dog AD. Welcome to the show, homie. My guy is a Packers fan, a huge Packers fan. I believe my boy's from Milwaukee. So he's a Bucks fan, a Packers fan. He's all everything Milwaukee. So welcome to the show, big dog. Yeah, and a hell of a high school coach, AAU coach, high school basketball coach, man. Hell of a coach, man. Hell of a coach. My dog.
Welcome.
So, welcome to the show, Michael Wolf, my cuz. He's been killing me all week with the memes. You know, I've been getting hit hard, dog. I've been getting hit hard. Prince, how was your week been, dog?
Same as yours. They ain't stopped since Saturday. They ain't stopped.
Hey man, I say this here to be a Cowboy fan right now. This is for both of y'all, real quick. How tough is it to be appreciated and underappreciated as a Cowboys fan right now? Like you said, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even on on the national TV scene, they're still talking about not a win by the 49ers, a Cowboys loss. How y'all taking that, man?
You gotta take it. I mean, we take it how we take it, man. I mean, that's what comes with being a Cowboys fan. Everybody wants us to. When we lose, everybody wants to hate on us and pound on us. But when we win, it's like, oh, y'all got lucky. Y'all didn't beat nobody. It's just what it is, man. It's two different tales, bro. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll be better. We could take it. That true Cowboys fans could take it because we know that's what it comes to territory being a fan.
Go ahead, G.
And my Cowboys show, Cowboys Break, they said it best the other day. And they said they actually feel sorry for the Cowboy fans because they keep putting us through this pain, this hurt. We always, it's like a bad relationship. You know, you keep getting beat, but you keep going back. This is that relationship.
Y'all don't know nothing about abuse. Y'all ain't getting abused. Y'all don't know nothing about abuse.
Hold on, Corey, hold on. You act like you won something the last couple of seasons.
No.
Look, you going through the same abuse, bro. But it's just, it's more, there's more Cowboy haters than there are Falcon haters. See, that's the problem. See, that's the problem right there. Because see, you always try to jump on that Cowboy hated bandwagon, but y'all ain't done nothing either, bro. Y'all, what have
Bruh,
y'all
that's
done,
my
bro?
point.
Forget-
No. What I'm trying to say to you is you ain't took beating like Falcon beating. You ain't took ass whipping like this. Y'all don't know nothing about this. Y'all took a push down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took a push down.
Our expectations are way up there more than any team in the whole NFL. Our expectations, everybody sees us unless it's win or bust or they try to cream us, bro.
No.
It's totally
Y'all
different.
see it.
Totally
Everybody? Y'all see
yeah,
that?
period.
Y'all
see
see
that?
it.
Period. I mean, people been talking about, like you said yourself, people been talking about this since Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's what is
Yeah.
it? Damn, what is it? Thursday? I mean, Wednesday? They're still
But-
talking about him. They talk more about the Cowboys. They talk about Green Bay playing Aaron Rodgers. I mean, everything. Tom Brady. They're still talking about the Cowboys.
Well, I'm gonna cite something. I'm gonna cite something I said when I first got on here when we started talking about football. I said that every year the Cowboys always look good on paper,
Well, here we go.
but when it comes down to it,
Here we go.
they are consistent
Yeah.
in letting their fans down.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what about Washington?
What about Washington? See, I'm telling you the difference between Washington and Dallas.
What?
Y'all
We
say
win
y'all
more
always
games?
have this mentality that it's Super Bowl or bust. But sometime or another, you got to be like my boy Zach. You got to be realistic and realize that it's not going to be Super Bowl every year. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, you know what? With the money and the backing, we don't have time to feel like that either. Somebody's gonna get it right or Jerry Jones. I know what the solution is. Jerry Jones needs to step the hell down and let a real coach come in there and stop trying to hire these puppets. That's what it is.
We all know
You
it's
want
not
Jerry?
going to happen.
You want your guy to step down?
He
That's
needs to
not
stop
gonna
hiring all these puppets because the last winning season we had was with who? Last Super Bowls we had was with who? And then what happened to him? He fired him because he couldn't be the center of attention. Come on, man. You know this. You know this.
Sometimes
Our last Super Bowl was with Barry Switzer.
Well, come on. He played off whose team, G? Come on. Don't even go there, bro.
I mean,
Come on,
out
bro.
there.
Come on, bro. Come on. He piggybacked like your boyfriend of Raiders that got fired. John.
So
He
it
piggybacked,
seems
dog.
like
But it's cool.
I'm not gonna jump on that train. I think the man has done a excellent job with putting a team together. This team, if you give this team to anybody else, and y'all have always said this, you get this team to anybody else, they're gonna be successful. You get this team to Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna be a successful team. If you get this team
blaming the quarterback. So you blaming the quarterback.
Tom Brady, if you get this team to Josh Allen, you're gonna have a successful season.
So Dak ain't.
No, I'm saying I'm just telling you what you said. Get rid of the GM, which is Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones has put together a team that should be successful.
So what are you saying?
I say get rid of the OC.
Man, he's already been gone, dog. He's already gone, man. You could tell that by the last damn game. He wasn't. This man was trying to be impressive to everybody else who's going to try to hire him as a head coach.
What was that impressive?
No, it sucked. They should cancel all the interviews and say, you know what? You need to go back to Dallas and show us a little bit better what the hell you did because you suck with all them calls for that game.
I'll say this here. Prince has been consistent with the throwing of under the bus of the coaching staff.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but
we need better than that, bro.
Huh?
We need better than that. We need better than that. Come on, y'all can agree. We need better than that. Come on, it's too many. There's been too many mishaps during this whole season. It came down to a timeout or a bad call, but it came down to time to win it. But you know, it is what it is, dog.
So was the game?
So let me get this straight real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead, Chuck. My bad. I've been ramming. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So was the game Sunday all bad coaching? The reason you lost is because of bad coaching.
I think that the offensive coordinator sucked because we should have had a better offensive game plan to come in, knowing that two linebackers have gone out, and you damn near you had you didn't try to run the ball as much as you can. You try to put it all on Dak, even though you should have put more people in the box to try to run the ball more in the game, more yards. So yeah, I think it sucked. I think the coaching sucked on Saturday. Yes, sir.
So the 14 penalties was all on the coaches?
Dog, it don't make no difference. All the coaches, 14 penalties is not discipline. Not having to come in and be disciplined to know you cannot do this during a playoff game. Your team is not disciplined.
Offensive
Come on,
coaching
man.
or defensive
wasn't
coaching,
ready.
Prince?
They looking past the 49ers.
Okay, Dak. Okay,
Like
listen.
some of the
Dak
fans
did not
were.
play the best. Dak did not play the best, and I have to admit that. I've been hearing that crap since Saturday, but I have to admit, Dak did not play the best. But and actually, we lost a lot of that game on penalties. Man, we kept moving back. It was we were undisciplined and not ready to come in there and play a team that we should have beaten. We should have beat them, bro. Period.
Well, I say the score should have been worse than what it was.
Yeah, I know you're not the only one, but it does make a difference. Our defense, we got a lot of penalties, man. Because if we went for those penalties, we'd have scored more points. And I don't know what. I mean, with CD Lamb getting how many catches in this whole game?
One.
That couldn't hit him. That couldn't hit the side of a barn. He could have hit the most. No,
He wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. Now. He wasn't
How
that
many
bad.
catches did CD Lamb have, man? How many catches
only
did
had
CD
one.
Lamb?
He only
They
had
shut
one.
him down.
Come on, man. They shut him down, bro. I mean, there's a lot of drops and a lot of missed passes too. I mean, but we're not like you said, y'all. We could talk about this all night long, but you know how I feel. I think the coaches
all right, I'll say this real quick. Prince, I'll say this real quick. You have a chance right now, or there's a chance that you're gonna lose your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Right? Now, at the same time, 12 wins. Now, this is for both of y'all real quick. Losing your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, who has, like I said, who both, I think they've interviewed three times already.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were talking about today, Dan Quinn, he interviewed with the Minnesota Vikings. He's also interviewed with Denver.
The Broncos were the ones. Yeah, the Broncos were the one that's pushing more for him than anything. The Broncos were the one that really wants him.
I'm just saying, out of those, there are 8 positions out right now, and in these 8, they want 2 of your guys, your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator. There's a chance that both of your guys could get a job. Who are you going to replace this? Who are you going to replace? Then I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm giving D Quinn a lot of credit on that defense. I ain't saying he put it together, but I saw a lot of Legion of Boom. You know what I'm saying? But then but these guys were ball hawking. These guys were, you know what I'm saying, all in a quarterback's face. How can you repeat that? Who's going to fit in those spots?
It's going to be hard, to be honest with you. I mean, because most of the best defensive coordinators are going for head coaching jobs. So you're going to have to get somebody with a fresh mind and offensive coordinator the same way. Most of the guys that make it to the playoffs right now that are offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators that don't have any success, like in Tampa Bay, your 2 boys in Tampa Bay, they're all going for head coaching positions. Do you think they're actually going to take another defensive coordinator job unless they absolutely Brian Leftwich and I mean, I would love to get one of them from Tampa Bay. To be honest with you, I think they can come in and make another impact, but it's just hard. I mean, that's something you can't say because we don't know who's going to be left. So that's up in the air.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be left. DQ's gonna be left. Kellen Moore's gonna be gone. DQ is probably the hot commodity right now, but there isn't very many teams out there that I think that he would want to go to that can really be successful right now. Denver has a good defense. They don't have a quarterback. A lot of these teams, he's not going to go. I don't see him going on his second time getting a head coaching job, going to a team that does not have a quarterback. He's not going to deal with that. So I think he will probably most likely be back because the situation that he's in is great. He's in a great situation.
Who are you to say that it's great? He wants to be a head coach.
He said it. No, I'm not saying it. He said that. This is his word. He said he's going for
it. But he's done. He interviewed 3 places. But he's done 3 interviews, and the Broncos
You don't really turn down interviews. You want to go.
That's not true.
Yes, you
That's
do.
not true. Guess who's been turning down interviews?
Oh,
The enemy. The enemy turns down interviews, especially like you said. If it's not the right fit, there's no reason to interview. There's no reason to interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hadn't interviewed one time this season. Not yet.
maybe because he don't want to go nowhere now. Maybe he's tired of it. Maybe he's tired of the back and forth.
So if Dan Quinn is not going anywhere, then why would he interview?
Because you don't want to burn any bridges. So you want to give everybody opportunity to see what's out there. Anytime you're at a job and you have another job, say, hey man, I want to interview for a job. You go take that interview just to see what they may offer you.
I'm glad you asked him this question and not me.
But so you said you don't want to burn bridges. So you don't think it's not burning a bridge if you go for these interviews and then they offer you the head coaching job and then you turn it down? It's not burning the bridge?
Not. No.
Why is it not?
No. Because you might not like what they offering. Just because they offer you the head coach, that don't mean you like what they're offering you.
But my point is, why is that not burning the bridge? Because they're gonna say
not burning the bridge.
Now you do know he still has an interview with the Raiders also, right? That's coming up this weekend. He still got an interview with the Raiders.
It just finished with the Broncos.
You want to stay, he gone.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think he's gone.
He's gone.
Okay, so this is what I heard. They were impressed with how he turned himself around after having, a tumultuous time at Atlanta, right? Sometimes these coordinators, they tuck their tail between their legs. You don't hear from them anymore. He went to Dallas, like you said, turned himself around, and then that day that he was head coach, he ended up winning. They saw that he still had it in him. He still has that itch. He still took an Atlanta Falcons team to the Super Bowl. You feel me? And, in an epic loss, but he still has it there. This is a Super Bowl winning coach. I mean, excuse me. Woo, man, Super Bowl losing coach. But
he did win in Seattle as a DC.
He did win. Yeah, right. He won two. He won two in Seattle. Correct. Yep. So, but what I'm telling you is, and you think that he's going to come back to the Cowboys when you got 8 fish on the line, 4 fish on the line?
How many of the 8 fish are good jobs?
4.
It don't matter. You're there to turn it
4.
around. That's why there's
4. Give me 4. What 4 is a good job?
The Broncos, Chicago, the Dolphins, and I think the Raiders.
First, all right, you don't have a quarterback that's going to win you anything yet in any of those teams you just named.
I'd rather go to the Raiders out of all those picks.
So one team out of them 3-4 that you just named me, right?
It's the owner you want to go to.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I agree with that.
It ain't the team. You want the owner. What's up, Reek? How you doing, man? Mr. Montgomery, I want to welcome him to the show. One of the best barbers in Decatur. Welcome to the show, my man. Like I said, okay, take for example. When you interview with these teams, right? Let's say, with Eric Bieniemy, he was turning down some of these jobs. Some of these owners may not want to talk to him. He may not want to talk to some of these owners. But like you were saying, you'd rather talk to an owner that, remember, I think I said last week, I wouldn't want to be a coach for the Broncos because John Elway, he let them go. I mean, like that. He let quarterbacks go. He let coaches go. So that's a real tough job to take. Mm-hmm. Now, now you have, let's say Minnesota.
Hey, y'all frozen.
Huh?
Hey.
I'm frozen?
Who frozen?
No, we're not frozen. You frozen.
No, y'all frozen. You froze up. Everybody froze.
Okay.
That's you. That's you, baby. What?
But what I'm saying to you is, just with DQ, I'm just saying, if you 4 out of 8 jobs you interview with, not even a week prior to your season being over with, he may end up interviewing with all of them. He's gonna go somewhere. What I'm trying to say is, the last time y'all did this, last time y'all went 12-4 or something like that, right? Y'all had a 4-win season afterwards. Is that right? Maybe 5. What happened last time y'all went 12? That following season.
I don't think we went. I think we went 8, probably 8-8. I don't remember going to 4.
No. He's talking about the playoff game that we lost against Green Bay in the second round. That's what he's talking about.
The following season,
That's,
what was the
that's the
worst
one he's
season that
talking
y'all
about. The
went that
last
far?
time we went to the second round,
Like 8
and
and 8.
they beat us with we went 8-8 that season next.
Yeah, because y'all lost.
Because no,
Romo
that's
got
the
hurt,
season
right?
that's the season
Romo.
that tore it broke his ankle. After that,
Yeah.
Dak broke his ankle that following season after we went to the second round.
I'm talking about when y'all have a good season put together, and that following season when y'all do bad because y'all lose some coaching. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, shit. I mean, damn, Corey. I mean,
What?
I got to get some research. Shit.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you. Go ahead, but go ahead and tell your story though.
Because the coaching, they talk about the one
Coaching
they
helps out. What I'm saying. Y'all think y'all gonna go 12 and what y'all do this year? 12 and what? 6? What y'all
12
do?
and 5. We're 12 and 5
12
this
and
year.
5. Do you expect to do 12 and 5 the following season without Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore?
It all depends on who we get. We can't. I mean, we're not Nostradamus. We can't predict that. It all depends on who we get. And
y'all do predictions all the time. What you talking about? We're gonna have a great season. We're
Come
gonna Super Bowl.
on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Do you think Matty Ice is gonna be back in Atlanta next year?
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you last year. 8 and 8, 7 and 8.
Oh my God!
Midway.
You don't even know your team yet. You don't even know your team yet.
Come on, man.
You don't even know your team yet.
I don't have to. I know the quarterback.
Yeah. Okay, it's different for him, G. But he expects us to give him the answers to the questions as when we ask him. I done told y'all. Man.
G said,
"Come on, you don't know what's going to happen."
If we go back to the first game of the season,
G said that
Super
might be a
Bowl
backup
win.
in Carolina. You don't know
what? G said Super Bowl, game 1, Super Bowl.
Game 1. I saw my squad. I like what my squad. I like what my squad was. I said 12 and 5 too, right?
But you said every year. I bet you.
I said no. I don't say 12 and 5. I said 12 and 5 too. No, I didn't say Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, you did. You had so many people got hurt.
You did.
No, I
with
did.
The Red Ranger.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did with the Red Ranger. Yeah, you did.
I ain't say that with the Red Ranger.
You better know he did. No, he did. No, he did. We knew better than that.
Yeah, we look good. Then the other guy, what's his name?
He didn't say that, bro.
I ain't say that.
He didn't say that.
We got a good third stringer. We got a good 7th stringer.
Hey, so when Quinn go for these interviews, you don't think the owners will sit him down and one of the questions they ask, what is it going to take for you to turn this team around?
Of course. Yeah.
And
they're gonna ask him what coaches does he have in mind to bring over to help him out. They're gonna ask him all kind of stuff. They're probably gonna ask him why were y'all bad against the run? They probably gonna ask him a lot of stuff. What's changed since you was the head coach in Atlanta? Why now do you think you can run a team again? Because it's different. It's different being a head coach and being a DC. Because as a DC, you got your hands on with your defense. As a head coach, you got to cover the whole team.
But you know what's so great about that though? He was coaching a team that he started at the top and went straight to the bottom. You can't do nothing but go back up. Now I'm gonna throw a curveball at you.
After 1 year? After 1 year?
No. He was there. He was in Atlanta 5 seasons. And
I'm saying you said he went from the bottom. From the top.
I said he went from the top to the bottom.
All right. So where's he at now? Where's he at now? The bottom.
He back mid range.
In mid range.
In the middle. So after 1 year,
in the middle, man. He ain't in the middle.
So after 1 year,
say he back to the top then.
So after 1 year, y'all say he's ready to be a head coach. After 1 year being away from being a head coach, he's ready now to be a head coach again. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying to you is after making all those mistakes with Atlanta and then coming back, like, okay, say you were drowning and then somebody threw you a baby. You know what I'm saying?
A baby.
That's what happened when he was in Atlanta. And then somebody took the baby.
If I'm drowning, you throw me a baby, we both gonna drown.
That's what happened in Atlanta. That's what happened. So Jerry Jones came and threw him a life raft and said, "Listen, give me that baby," and gave him, And so what he ended up doing was get all that trash out your face to show me what you can do. And he took a team's defense right back to the top like he did when he was at Seattle. That's all he had was just better. If you find another owner that's gonna give him the right tools to do the job, he's gonna be right there.
So now, let me ask. Go ahead, G. Go ahead.
That's Corey. Go ahead, Corey.
Okay.
Corey.
Okay,
No,
I'm gonna make a point. I'm throwing a curveball at you. Look, this curveball is going straight to my man.
Oh my God.
Curveball.
I know. I want to ask you a curveball. So you think
I got the ball in my hand right now.
Okay,
Here we
no.
go, curveball.
You watched Dallas progression this whole season. You watched Dallas progression with their defense, and you watched Dallas progression with offense. Okay, so who do you think was the main person that propelled this team to where we came? We went to the playoffs. So who do you think was the coach that you would say propelled this team to the win that we got this season?
Who was the coach?
Yeah.
If I had to give anybody some credit, I'd give it to Dan Quinn.
Okay, so you don't think? Okay, so you say Dan Quinn was better than Mike McCarthy?
I say, listen, I'm not saying that I had a problem with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is to me. I saw the issues y'all had with Mike. You know, he was scrutinized like crazy this year. G gave him so many internet hugs it didn't make sense. Nevertheless, if I have to give anybody credit, I'm giving it to DQ because your defense held you down for games. But not your offense. Your defense held you down. Your defense at some point was scoring just as many points. 12 interceptions by one guy. That's crazy.
11. Don't give me
that. Give me that. Give me one back.
Don't give me extra one.
I know that. Give it to me back.
Now, that's okay.
Now, hold up. Let me throw my curveball. To go back to what I was saying as far as this coach getting an opportunity to do so. In Chicago, they've only interviewed one guy so far from the University of Michigan. You about to lose that dude too?
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Strike one.
No, we're not.
How
could you even? That's blasphemy, bro. How could you even say something like that, bro? No, he's not going nowhere, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
Went and did what he's supposed to do, which is beat Ohio State. Now they're interviewing him.
We had the opportunity to be the best team in the Big Ten. The opportunity to go back to the playoffs. You think he's really going to leave after we built all this to go to Chicago? Really? Yes. To do what? Colin Kaepernick's not walking through that door, bro.
He not. But guess who's walking through the door?
Who?
Harbaugh.
He's right on the wall in Michigan. He's not going to be Ohio State again. He done it one time. He gone.
No, it's not. No, he's going to be Ohio State more times. He's going to be Ohio State more times. Y'all just haters, bro. Come on, how we go from NFL to Michigan, bro? Y'all got to y'all all day trying to get under my damn skin about Michigan. See, y'all set this up.
We're talking about coaching. We're talking about head coaching. This is what you want to talk about, right?
But Michigan, he ain't going nowhere. Harbaugh's not going to Chicago. Why would he go to Chicago? There's more teams to go to besides Chicago. But there's more teams. There's other teams that we might not know about that's better than Chicago, bro.
He only went to one.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Go ahead with that, bro.
Only one.
Okay.
That's how you take it one.
Go ahead, bro.
So y'all brought up the Las Vegas Raiders head coaching job, and I think we all talked about this before. I think there's really only two good jobs out there, really. And that team that you can win with right now. And I think that is the Raiders and Minnesota. And Minnesota's not really good.
What about Miami?
What about the Dolphins?
They don't have a quarterback that nobody believes in right now.
Oh my God.
Nobody believes in
our hopes and dreams.
Come on, man.
I get where G comes from.
Come on, Corey G. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all gotta get come on, man.
How far do you see Miami going with two at quarterback?
But the thing is, we don't know what's gonna happen in the offseason.
Wait a minute. You just told me. Y'all just told me you could predict because y'all just told me that.
Said that. Corey said that.
I'm special. My team is special. Good at letting me down. I know how to let me down. I know how my team does.
In between his brands, he wants to predict the future. But you cannot say that Miami Dolphins is not have a winning team, G. You cannot. real quick, can I say that they did not prove
What kind,
themselves?
what kind of winning team do they have this? What kind of winning team do they have this year?
They were almost. I mean, I know almost don't make no difference, but they were close. They were close to a lot of other teams, bro. They
They
played
had a
good.
winning record, didn't they?
I just,
What was their record?
still think that's a place.
8-9 or 9-8?
I think they were 9-8, right?
Let's see. Let's see.
Who 9-8?
Miami.
Okay.
They were
Even
third.
at-
They were third. They were third in their own division. Third. That's not a winning. That's not a winning team.
Still think it's a good place to
Let me
go.
tell you
Man.
something. Two of the most prolific fans for Miami, Mike Franklin and James Lil John. Now at the same time, them 7 wins that they produced, I ain't gonna lie, it might have well been some Care Bears in the back with the Care Bear magic. You know, them 9-8 is what they did.
9-8. Yeah, 9-8.
Yeah.
With a 7, they went on a 7-game winning streak, right? 7-game win streak. We talked about it a little bit, but nobody was afraid of that. They played off hopes and dreams, and they were playing for a coach's job. They did. Let's just be honest about it.
Right.
They played to help a coach. You know what I'm saying? Coach, we need to get a job. Play hard. And he still got fired. And they go right back to how they were doing last year. I'm sorry, Mike. Y'all do
No,
this.
man. No, man.
And Cam Newton is not the dude.
Chuck. Corey. Chuck. You think Miami had a better season than Atlanta?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. My point taken.
What's your point?
No, but Atlanta's not in the conversation for a new coach. We're talking about the new coaches and
They
what's
need
the best.
to be. They need to be.
So,
They need to be.
you think that Miami is not a good place to go because of Tua?
Come
on.
Are you going to win without a quarterback? In this league, you got to have a quarterback.
So you say the Raiders with Carr, and then who else did you say?
Minnesota
With Cousins.
Minnesota got
Cousins.
They ready to go. Minnesota is ready to go.
They're ready to go. Yeah. They got a good defense.
You look vanilla, but ready to go.
They got a running game. They got receivers. They are a built team already. So I think those two are the best teams that are out there.
Miami's defense is not terrible. Miami's defense is not terrible, man. I mean, y'all can put them on the bottom of the barrel.
No, I'm not putting them at the bottom of the barrel. I just think if you're going to be a head coach, I got to have me a quarterback. There's no quarterback coming out in the draft that you really want this year. So I got to have somebody that people are not saying, hey, man, I'll give you 3 years to figure it out. Or I'll give you 4 years to figure it out, to build your team. They're not doing that. After 2 years, they're ready to get rid of. People ready to get rid of Mike McCarthy. This is his second year. He went 12-5. They want to fire Mike McCarthy. And we got a quarterback.
I know.
But okay, if this is supposed to be America's team, and then shouldn't he not be the one that's under the most scrutiny? Yes. So yeah, you don't get that same. You don't get 5 seasons like at Atlanta. You get 2, possibly 3 at the Cowboys.
Why?
Because y'all America's team.
What you mean why? Why?
Name me a coach that has won in 2-3 years when he got there.
The only person, oh my God, Jason Garrett.
You know who had? What's the boy name in Seattle?
Stayed there.
Carroll.
Oh yeah, in Seattle. Yeah, the coach in Seattle. Yeah, coach in Seattle. Yeah.
I don't think he won when he first in them 2-3 years when he got there.
Yeah,
Pete had been there. Let me see.
Pete Carroll's been there.
Regardless, Pete came in there without a quarterback. What's that boy that he had before Russ took his spot? Okay, Tomlin. Thank you, Tyree.
Hasselbeck.
You know what I'm saying?
Hasselbeck.
He had he took Hasselbeck's job. Yeah. Gruden won the first year.
With the team that went there before.
Too, man. That man Tomlin hadn't had a losing season yet, bro. Yet. Big ups for that. However, like I said, with these 8 jobs, all right, we ain't okay. So we talked about one of the baddest jobs. What about let's go with Jacksonville. Would any coach want to go there?
I doubt it.
What? Huh?
I doubt it.
Somebody that wants the opportunity.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
he
it. They can make
ain't
a
interview
change.
nobody.
Huh?
What's
They
that dude
haven't
next
interviewed
year,
nobody?
Con? Not yet. Not yet. He had Jacksonville hadn't interviewed a soul just yet. But like I said, it's still the playoffs. Still, you know, now this is the thing. Some of these owners are saying out of respect for the playoffs that's going on right now, because they obviously finna shoot their shot at a few guys that are in the playoffs right now, which we get. I remember we did the same thing with Dan Quinn. We were vetting him before the playoffs was over with, and then I think he was one or two that we interviewed that year that we hired him.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying to you is, with 8 positions out right now, which is, you know, a big percentage of the league, more interviews should be happening. We ain't said nothing about the Giants. We ain't said nothing about, well, we did. I said something about Chicago. We already know who they coach. You know, Broncos, you know. But hey, we're trying to figure out who the best guys for what. But like I said, the Giants hadn't talked to anybody. Why? Where's Alvin? They ain't talking to nobody yet.
Like you say, maybe they're waiting on the playoffs to end, and somebody in the playoffs they want to reach out to. Could be.
Now, if I can ask the question to y'all, you fellas, why is it that Chicago has only interviewed one person right now?
Because Chicago sucks. Nobody wants to go to Chicago.
Huh?
That's what they concentrate on. That's what they want.
Chicago sucks.
Okay.
They want one person. One person.
Can we all right, let me ask, can we just, let's speak candidly here, Prince. Can Harbaugh turn their team around?
No.
He can't turn them around. He can turn Michigan around, but he can't turn Chicago around.
He can turn Michigan around. He already turned Michigan around. So he needs to stay where he's at. I am not going to advocate for him going to Chicago, period. He needs to stay in Michigan and Ann Arbor and go for the national championship, period, bro.
That's not gonna happen.
He can get paid as much where he went this season. He could get paid as much as a head coach in the NFL, bro. Why would you leave?
He turned
It's
San
the
Francisco
opportunity
around.
again. It's that NFL itch.
Why would you leave? But you can still get paid so much for what? I mean, no, bro. I mean,
he been there before. He want to go back.
He had the
but
wild,
okay,
bro.
you do that, but you don't go to Chicago.
You
don't go to Chicago, dog.
Why not?
Come on, man. Come on, Chuck. You know why not?
He got another college.
The defense is mediocre. Offensive line sucks. Okay, how you gonna turn it around? In your draft picks right now, you might score a little bit, but I mean, who are you really gonna get? Come on, man. It's not this. I mean, this team is not built to win for the next 2 years. Chicago's not, man.
What we all as
I mean, who's in? I mean, look at the division.
All right. So as football fans, we realize this: when you fire a coach, there's a problem, right? There's already a problem. There's some scoring problems. There's some losing issues. You bring in another guy to bring in another, to go in a different direction. That's all. You never heard of it besides Jimmy Johnson, of a winning coach getting fired. You know what I'm saying? It rarely happens. Only with America's team does that type of thing happen, right? We know that.
Yeah, you had to take that shot, didn't you?
Hey, am I wrong? What other Super Bowl winning coach has been fired?
Whatever. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
My point to you is, every coach has the opportunity to, you give them chances. I think G done said this on more than one occasion. You don't fire the guy. You don't fire him. You give him a chance. You give him a chance to build a team. You give him 3 years.
No, man.
He said that
doesn't happen. But that doesn't happen. I mean, it sounds good, but how many black quarterbacks have been fired after 1 or 2 years? That's going on in the last couple of years, and they haven't had a chance to rebuild the teams. I'm coaches. I'm talking about coaches.
Black coaches.
How many?
I mean,
how many? So y'all talk about that opportunity, but there's been a couple of coaches that's been let go after 1 year with a successful season, especially with the Dolphins.
The boy that dude at Houston shouldn't even been a coach. First of all, he should have been fired when they hired him. That dude he was an assistant secretary for coats and jackets. He wasn't supposed to be no head coach nowhere. The dude at Houston,
Oh yeah.
He actually, and let me say this: the dude at Houston actually did a good job of what he had.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He
Well, what
actually
he
did a
had.
good job of what he had.
Exactly. You can't
Let's
knock
say that.
him
I'm
for
just
that,
throwing that
man.
out.
No.
You can't knock. Yeah, you can't knock him for that, bro.
Why
They
they
didn't
let
give him
him
it.
go?
He
Why
didn't.
they
They
let
didn't
him
give
go?
him because Houston is a trash. It's trash. The organization
No,
is trash. We all know that. They
what
Come on,
they
man.
don't
they
they don't know
put
how to
they,
treat people there.
they used the Rooney Rule to put somebody in there for 12. I mean for 17 games. He listen. His scheme didn't win no games. It was effort and those teams didn't. They weren't a bad squad. Without the quarterback. But listen, man, he wasn't supposed to be no quarterback. I mean, he wasn't supposed to be no head coach. He shouldn't have got that job over Airbnb enemy.
Yeah,
When you've
you
never
know.
been an assistant coach, when you've never been a DQ, when you've
But
never
but
been.
no, the same thing with the Rams. Wasn't he came okay, not the Rams, but the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Dude came, dude was never head coach. He was didn't he hire for special teams?
Who?
I thought he coached college.
Did he coach college, Chuck? But
think so.
wasn't there one coach that came for special teams that hired as a head coach? I thought it was the Cardinals.
No, that was the Texans, wasn't it? When they got special
No, it
teams
was a
guy?
white coach. It was a white coach.
Hmm?
No.
For the
I mean,
Texans,
No,
I
I
knew
don't think it was Texas. I thought it was for the Cardinals. But I could. I need to do some more research on that. But I'm just saying, you cannot hire
Cliff
somebody for
Kingsbury was
nothing
a coach
because
in
it's
college.
been done a couple of times in the NFL where you just come from different spots and they
Eric
hire
Spoelstra.
you in.
Spoelstra.
That's in basketball. That's the Heat coach.
Oh.
Yeah, but Spoelstra did good. I mean, Spoelstra did. I mean, that's the Heat coach, right? But see,
Yeah.
he came into a team with LeBron and Dwayne and all them, so he came to a situation where he really didn't have to do much. Talk about coming to a situation to where you have to just build something from nothing.
What
And don't
about
get
if a
no
good
credit.
coach comes? What if a good coach comes to a mediocre squad?
I mean, it
That
all
could work.
depends on what type of players. Come on, I mean, that goes both ways, man. A good coach who come into a mediocre team and don't have the players to put them over the top, and they still come up short. I mean, it goes both ways.
Right. I'm
All
just
right.
saying, but it can work though. It can work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
All
can
right,
work.
let's
Agree with
move
me with
on, fellas.
Chicago.
Let's move on. Let's move on, man. Prince don't find that funny, dog. Hey, the NFL wild card games are over. Now we have the divisional round coming up, man.
Yeah,
Cincinnati and Tennessee. Cincinnati
yeah,
coming off a big win, their first win in 30 years.
you
First
got
win in
it.
30 years. On the road to Tennessee, man. Who y'all got in this game?
I got Derrick Henry and Tennessee. Tennessee.
Is Henry back?
You know what?
They say he had contact drills today. I think he coming
Chuck,
back.
no, Chuck, you just being biased, bro.
How am I being biased?
Because you don't feel that your boy can do it. Burrow can do it. You relying on Derrick Henry. You just said it. Derrick Henry ain't played how long?
Okay, so it's
you
Derrick Henry
bring
and the Tennessee Titans, and it's Burrow and Cincinnati. I'm going
Okay,
with
okay,
Derrick
but I'm
and
saying you
Tennessee.
think Derrick Henry can come back?
I'm getting a lot of static. Are y'all getting a lot of static?
Yeah, I'm getting upset too.
Yeah,
Why
getting a
am
lot
I
of
the
static.
only one getting muted?
I was trying to see which one it was, dog.
Hey, no, Chuck. But listen, it broke down. But you think Derrick Henry can really come back from having all this time off to make an impact from not getting hit, from not having the physical aspect to not running up and down the field to be in game shape?
He got hit today.
I mean,
He
come
went to
on.
contact
He
drills
passed
today.
the active.
I understand content, but that's
His
come on,
active test.
fellas, y'all know that's different from the real game, fellas. Y'all know that's different from the real game, man.
Hey, Prince, it's the playoffs,
He's a
man.
different player though, dude. This dude is a different guy.
I understand, but as, being hit in practice or going through that, being hit in the real game is different. Y'all know that's different.
All he needs is a couple of bangs going up and down, going up that hole. Listen, get him back. He got to try. They need him for this game.
No, Corey, I understand that. No, Corey, I understand that. So, Corey, you're taking the Titans too, right? G,
Sure.
who you take? G.
I think G froze up too.
Yeah, G froze up. Well, I'm taking Cincinnati.
You taking Cincy? How come?
Yeah. Because I think they got something. I think momentum is a big thing when it comes to the playoffs, man. I think they have the right young team and the right momentum and a good enough defense to stop Derrick Henry, especially since he's been out all this time. And I just believe that Burrow can get it done, bro. I think they're the Cinderella team in this whole run for the Super Bowl. So I'm taking
You
Cincinnati.
think Cincinnati is the Cinderella team in this? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like Mr. Montgomery had eloquently put, Henry is a different type of back, though, bro. Now, if you can shut down, you can shut down Chase and give Burrow nobody to throw to, and this dude keep coming up that hole, man. I mean, it's gonna be a good, exciting game, I believe. But
Yeah,
I think
I'm
hoping that Derrick Henry says that, listen, I got something to prove, and the king is back. I don't see them. I don't see them running the score for 41 points.
I just think game shape and running for the time that they're playing is going to be a factor. If you're not, I mean, you can't simulate game. You cannot simulate the game. But like you said, I know he's a totally different back. I know he's all world. Don't get me wrong on that. But I just think going 100% during the full game is different from just doing it in practice and being simulated. But I'm going with Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. Buffalo.
Who you got, G?
I got Tennessee. I'm sorry. I'm going with Tennessee at home. I think Cincinnati had a big win, but they had a lot of help. That Las Vegas team got some calls that the refs are no longer refereeing in these playoffs because of what they were doing in that game. So I think I'm gonna go with Tennessee at home, man. They're rested, and if Henry is playing, that's gonna be a huge boost for that Tennessee Titans team. Even if he doesn't get a whole lot of rushes, just the threat of him being on the field is going to add so much to that team. So
yeah, that could do wonders for play action. Yeah, we have to give him the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Buffalo, Kansas City, probably two of the most high-powered teams that's left in this playoffs right now. Definitely on the AFC side. Who do y'all have in this game?
I got Buffalo, man. Going for the upset.
I have stuck with Kansas City all year long. No need to change it now.
Where they playing at?
Kansas City.
It make no difference where they're playing at.
Yeah, who you got? You go to Buffalo. It's cold as hell in Buffalo.
You get cold in Kansas City too.
I like Buffalo.
I got a question for y'all. On these playoff games, why do they have the games played at night in the coldest atmosphere? Green Bay playing at 8 o'clock, Buffalo playing at 8 o'clock. I mean, Kansas City playing at 8 o'clock. Yeah. Tampa Bay playing in the afternoon.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
They want Tom Brady can't. They're just trying to baby Tom Brady, man. That's all.
Yeah.
But you know what, bro? Before I say my pick, the NFL and the networks have been doing a great job putting these teams, together when they put them together. There's reasons behind it, or there's theories behind it. Like we were saying that the super wild card weekend. You had to watch two teams that were determined by the other two teams. It was set up nicely. Now, if you're saying if this is the theory that they set it up for Tom Brady to win this thing, y'all may have a point, but they were also trying. I think they were trying to do the same thing with old Roethlisberger. It's about that bread, but they have done a great job with keeping us glued to the TV.
I don't agree with the setup thing. I hear that at work all the time. They're setting up games. The games are fixed. No, man, it's just the better. To me, it's the better team. Elements always are a factor in the game. Yeah, who
Okay,
wants it to,
bro.
man?
Let me tell you a player in particular. I watched that coach. Now look. They got NFL officials that are being suspended because they effing up, right? You know. Now I get this here. I went back and watched that Cowboy play when that official was holding that ball. At least he was in the way at least 11 seconds. At least 11 seconons. I ain't gonna lie. He was just like,
you talking about the end of the game or the play with
Yeah,
The leg game.
the teams?
The leg game.
when the trick play on the kick when they threw the ball when they were supposed to punt it, the fake punt. I'm just trying to be honest, man. Listen, I ain't got no dog in this fight.
I'm saying, Corey, don't give him no help, man. That's just something we hear about till next year.
That dude was out there way too long. I get you got to touch the ball, but I'm sitting there like this. As much as I don't want, I'm like, God, he out there too long, and I'm watching the clock, and I'm like, move.
But you know what I say about that? What I say about that? If you didn't want that to happen like that, then why wait so long to substitute to take the punting team off and put your offense on?
But he's always going to hate because he's a Washington fan, so we just got to get used to that.
I'm just saying, why wait so long?
I got a theory behind that. Okay.
Go ahead.
And it ain't really a theory. Their defense never moved. Their defense didn't change. They didn't switch out of nothing. So there was no reason
the rule is, Corey,
the official to sit there that long. Huh?
But the rule is
touch the ball and move.
The rule is whether they change or not. They have to have the opportunity to do it whether they want to or not.
11 seconds is too long, Chuck. It's too long. It's too long, Chuck.
We can talk about this all night long. Don't wait so long to substitute your players.
No, man, listen.
It was too long, Chuck. It was too long.
You took too long to substitute your players, too.
That dude was in the way, man. He was.
Hey,
no, listen, okay. You know how long 11 seconds is, bro? That's a lifetime in football. And now he was. I can see that going, move. He was like, wait. He did him like this. Wait.
That's right. Wait.
No.
Delay a game.
Oh my God. G, let's get these picks. I got 4 minutes. Let's get to these picks.
All right. So let's go. Who you got, Corey?
I'm still waiting. All right, I got Kansas City, bro. Kansas City.
So the two Cowboy fans, we have Buffalo, and the two haters over there, they got Kansas City.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Next thing, Green Bay, AD and Larissa's team versus this San Francisco 49er team. Who was
my wife would kill me. My wife would kill me if I don't go for Green Bay, so I gotta go for Green Bay.
You don't want to sleep on the couch, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I heard something today. I heard today that they said that Aaron Rodgers has lost 9 playoff games. And those 9 playoff games have been the teams that he's played against during the regular season.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's a good stat.
They lost to San Francisco in the regular season?
So who you going with, Chuck? Who you going with, man?
I'm still going Aaron Rodgers at home in the frozen tundra.
So you just threw that stat out for no reason.
Why would you confuse me? Why would you give me that? Why would you give me that,
man?
Oh my God, bro! Oh my God, Corey, who you got?
I like my boy, Debo. I don't think Debo gonna be able to do it by himself in Green Bay. I don't think Garoppolo's gonna show up.
That's a good point.
Who you got, Corey?
I got Green Bay. Right. Hey man, don't leave. Where you going?
I'm going long whoop this thing, man. I'm going San Francisco. I believe in Debo Samuel. I believe in Debo. Look, any team that can beat the Cowboys, they can go all the way for me.
You said it'd be the other way around. You pulling against
dude that took your girl. Look, you cheer for the dude that took your girl. They took my girl like Buddy took Kanye's girl, Kim Kardashian.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
I'm in the bushes looking at them.
I really.
Who you got, Prince?
I'm going for Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I told you my wife's a Green Bay fan. I can't go for nobody else.
Yeah.
But you
Hey,
can't go
all
with
right.
the dude that beat you.
No, hell no. I wouldn't go do beat me any damn way. Why do I want to cheer for somebody to beat me? That's like getting in a street fight and getting up, give both a
But you
handshake.
respect that dude.
Hey man, good fight, bro. You beat my ass, but good fight. No.
You respect the dude that beat you.
You gotta respect the man. The man came, he came to your house and whooped your butt.
No,
he came to your house.
I'm supposed to shake his hand afterwards.
Hey,
no,
and he told you. He called you on the phone. He said, "Hey, I'm coming to your house. And I'm gonna whoop your butt." You was like,
say, okay, good fight, dog. You came out with my butt, but I'm supposed to shake your hand.
You know, Mayweather hug everybody after he beat their butt. Yeah,
that's all right.
You did good today,
okay.
boy. You did good.
Hey, you make all the money he makes, he'll hug you too.
Hey, he always tell you a heck of a fighter.
Hey, all right, last game. Tampa Bay versus Los Angeles Rams, who seems like they are getting their footing, and it seems like Tampa Bay is losing their players.
I'm going with the Rams.
But this is the GOAT.
Yeah,
right. I'm going with the Rams, baby.
I think the Rams are gonna do just like Dallas.
Oh, here we go.
That's right. And you know that I'm gonna give you this analogy. Dallas beat up on Philly right for the playoffs. Beat them down. Should have saved some of them points. And here for San Francisco.
You are
the
true
Rams
hater.
Beat up on
you are
on my man Monday night.
You are true hater. You are
But
true hater, bro.
And now you're going up against the GOAT. It's gonna be a different game in Tampa Bay. I'm going Tampa Bay.
I thought Corey was a true hater, but you know what? You blow Corey out the water. You are a true hater, bro.
Hey, hey, that's just all stats, Prince. It's all stats, man.
You're a numbers man, right? You're a numbers man, right?
When it comes to hating on Dallas.
I see. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take
that.
The
Rams.
You go to the Rams?
Corey, really?
Yeah, man, I got two Georgia boys that's running, man. I got two Georgia boys that's doing all right now. And I think, you know, my man, like I said, listen, the last 3 games, OBJ has scored the first touchdown, you know, so he's been doing his part. He's had a decent, you know, run at this thing now, and he wants to come back. So hopefully they're figuring this thing out. You know what I mean? So
no, it's the fact that the Tampa Bay has lost a lot of offensive weapons, and the Rams defense is just peaking. So you got to understand that too, bro. I mean, no matter how good Tom Brady's playing, if he can't move and throw, and they're on his butt, it's over.
Okay. All it takes is a time to get, you know, to spark. You know, this may be their time.
The Rams don't have no sloppy defense. They got the second best defense in the rest of the teams that's out there right now, maybe the first.
So they're just gonna leave Stafford back there, just let him pass all willy-nilly, right?
Dude, who's gonna rush him?
Don't do that. No, he'll throw you a pick 6.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I got Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay owes Los Angeles already from what they did to him earlier.
Right.
One thing my man said,
what they did to the Cold Crush.
It makes sense. They played their division, their own division when they played Arizona. Arizona had not been playing well. They had one good game, and that was against us. And we showed what we really were. So was it really a good win for them? No. So this team right here, the Rams team, don't forget, they just lost to San Francisco.
Come on, G.
Worst offense they about to face against Tampa Bay.
I'll give you that, but I still think the defense is gonna overrule that game.
That defense in Tampa Bay at home is gonna give Matt Stafford problems. I got Tampa Bay. At home.
Got you, man.
And let OBJ come across the middle one time and get a hit. He could be shell shot the rest of the game.
That's a game. That's a game. All right, hey, let's go ahead and get into this game, man. This Corey, you want to introduce it? Prince, you good, right, Prince?
Nah, I'm out, man. Yeah, it's after that.
Where you going, bro? Where you going?
I'll give you my 3 questions real quick, and I got to go, man. I'm for real. I still got to get ready for school and stuff.
Huh? Where you
going,
Prince?
I'll give you mine. Yeah, cause Dog, I mean, it's after 9, dog. You know, I gotta get up at 3 in the morning. I got to get the kids ready for the night. Y'all know that.
I thought the schedule changed, man.
Yeah, I have to be to work at 4 in the morning. That means I gotta get up at 3.
All right, let's go.
Okay. All right. Let me give you my 3 real quick. Okay. Now, big deal, little deal, no deal. Will the Texans trade Juwan Watson this season? John Watson. The big deal, little deal, no deal.
You say, will they play him?
Will they trade him?
Or trade him? To me, that's a big deal.
Yeah, they got to trade, and it's going to be a big deal too.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you?
I'm gonna say little deal because I think it depends on who's the coach. Because I think a coach who's gonna come there, he's gonna want Deshaun Watson.
This coach wanted Deshaun Watson.
He already
who?
The coach that just got fired.
The one that
you just said they weren't even supposed to have him now, so they nobody listen to him.
I'm just saying he wanted Deshaun. Deshaun is our quarterback.
Right.
Gotta go.
I think of Brian Flores. Only reason he'll come there if he gonna give me Deshaun Watson too.
I don't think he's the coach. I think he's the owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, he want to go. Yeah, he ready to go.
Because just think about this, G.
Deshaun wanted to go because they weren't helping him.
All this didn't come out until Deshaun got real arrogant and said, I do not want to play in Houston anymore. Then after that, all of a sudden, nothing came out before then. When he was playing there, producing, nothing came out. When he said, I want to go.
Okay.
I agree. Okay. All right. Next question. Do the Eagles need to move Jalen Hurts? Big deal, no deal, or little deal?
No deal.
No deal. Yeah.
That's their quarterback. There's nobody else that's going to come and take his spot. Gardner Minshew is not the guy that you want to give the ball to. So no, Hurts is the guy, and that's the one they got to stick with.
Yeah.
Chuck?
I say no deal. I think he's going to start because if they get rid of him, who they going to bring in?
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's no deal. I think he's going to be there.
All right. Okay, let me get these in here real quick. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, if he loses this weekend, will that hurt his legacy? Big deal, no deal, little deal?
Big deal, because all the turmoil that it went through this year, with the what is it? I'm immunized or whatever the word was. You said you didn't want to, the relationships with the coach and owners wanting to leave. If you lose after making all that noise, it's a big deal. To me, big deal. You gotta win. You gotta it's like put up or shut up. I did all this crazy stuff happening, made all this fuss in the beginning of the season, wanting to be traded and all that stuff. Big deal. It'd be a big deal.
I think it's a little deal. And the reason I say that is not gonna hurt his legacy. Because if he wants to leave and Green Bay allows for him to leave, it's gonna be teams lined up to get him. I don't think it's gonna hurt his legacy by him losing this week. It's not gonna hurt his career in no form or fashion. Like I said, these teams that don't have quarterbacks, like my team, would be lined up to bring Aaron Rodgers in.
G?
Yeah, I saw a picture somebody put out there, a Washington football team with a jersey on Michael Gallup. So y'all are out there trying to get any and everybody now. I mean, y'all want everybody's players. But
damn.
What they got to do with Aaron Rodgers?
Damn.
What does that have to do with Aaron Rodgers?
Look,
what they saying is they put the jersey on.
I'm the hater.
The same thing they did with last year. The same thing.
I think you had it in you.
What G saying is they put jerseys on homeless people. Saying,
God damn, G.
They put jerseys on homeless people who play for Washington.
No deal. No, I'm going no deal though. I'm going no deal.
All right. Last
Aaron Rodgers' legacy is already set, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won a Super Bowl. He's probably not gonna win up another one, so he's good.
But he will never be considered as the GOAT.
No, you're not catching Brady right now. Brady's the GOAT. Yeah.
He ain't nobody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even
All right,
with
last
even with a
one.
win right now, he wouldn't get it.
Last one, a little bit off topic, but I read this and I just wanted to hear your opinions about this. Ice Cube is giving a performance at a NASCAR event. Big deal, little deal, or no deal?
The NASCAR event.
A NASCAR event.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
No deal. No deal. I like what NASCAR did when they stood behind Bubba, what's his name?
Watson. Bubba Watson.
Bubba Watson. They showed. I've always thought, hey, that's, they might be a little, maybe a little racist,
That's
little,
a big deal.
yeah. But
Redneck.
they showed me that they are, they're for what's right. So I don't see nothing wrong with that, man. I'm okay with that.
What about you, Corey?
I stopped being a Ice Cube lost me as a fan, and I don't even want to go far with this with his political stance. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So that's, to me, it's no deal.
I understand. I understand what you're talking about. I was there with you. I understand.
So yeah,
I was mad too. I was mad too.
So no deal, because it ain't about NASCAR, because I love NASCAR. I ain't gonna lie to you. But when you said, like you said, your thing was Ice Cube being there.
Yeah.
Now, to me, he's performing to that group that he was advocating for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you talking about the people that support it. Like I said, I like watching it.
I thought you were going there.
I'm just going. I ain't going there.
He couldn't resist. He couldn't resist.
See, I knew this would get Corey. I knew. That's why I waited to the end.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew,
tough, man,
Corey.
to say.
I knew how Corey. I knew.
No deal. No deal.
I'm not
Now
saying
he
no
gone.
deal. I think
Chuck, go
years
ahead.
ago, before the Bubba Watson issue came up, it may have been a big deal before what Corey's elaborating about, but now I would say no deal.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I apologize, fellas. I got to go. Thank you for letting me do my big deal, no deal, little deal, and we're gonna get this back together, and I guess we'll be on and popping on Sunday.
Yeah. Brent, before you leave, let me give you one.
Okay.
Oh, you got one, Corey?
No, I was just saying he could have used that one question that he had. We could have talked about that for 45 minutes.
I know. That's why I waited to the end. That's why I know who my co-hosts are. I know who you guys are. I already know.
I'm mad now.
Should the Hawks trade for Ben Simmons? Big deal.
Good question.
No deal.
Good question. Damn, I ain't got much time. Okay, good question. I think they should. I think Ben Simmons, because see, everybody looks at Ben Simmons as a point guard, but won't look at him as a defensive threat. They look at him as he's supposed to he's a 7-foot point guard, which they don't need in Atlanta. They need an underneath scorer that's going to go to the bucket, that's going to be available for alley-oops, that's going to take the defensive spot. He came in, like I said, last year, second in defensive player of the year. Corey always doesn't seem to think that it's worth anything because he didn't come in first, but he came in second out of the whole NBA. You can't say that's not a big deal. Yes, he did.
Golly.
Yes, he did.
Dude, internet hugs, man. He didn't.
So you don't think he could be an impact to the Atlanta Hawks? You don't think he could be an impact to the Atlanta Hawks, bro?
Impact. Impact
on the defensive side. On the defensive side.
No.
Why?
We got a point guard. He wants to be a point. He don't need to be here.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but his game needs to change if he's going to play again. And he needs to go to the defensive side of the ball. Yeah. Now, if he wants to sit up here and think he's a starting point guard and wants to do all this and can't shoot no threes, then his career is about to be over with. Good.
What?
If I had to answer that as far as deal, no, big deal, no deal, it's a no deal for me. He need to go to the Lakers.
Why?
That's where he need to go.
Why?
So y'all can get Russell Westbrook out of there and have somebody that can run the point without all the trash and mess. And listen, man, you can dunk on people all day long and all that stuff. What he's doing is you putting somebody in that position. You put a better person than Russell Westbrook in there. Somebody that's gonna run your point and play the defense that you're talking about. And he is a better fit for LA than the Hawks.
Corey, I 100% agree with that.
Okay, cool.
I
Okay.
100% agree with that.
There you go. Thank
I
you, Brent.
100% agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Hey man,
I
listen,
totally
I
agree.
turn my boy my way, man. You
I
don't
agree with
understand what
that.
just happened here.
I agree.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I agree. And I'm gonna tell everybody at work tomorrow. That's the trade we need to make. I agree with that. I love y'all, man.
I love you too, baby boy.
Let me
All right,
get a
Brent.
show tonight. I'll see y'all on Sunday. Peace.
Peace.
All right.
All right, Chuck, give me your thoughts, baby boy.
Going to Atlanta, I say no deal. I
No
know
deal?
Prince saying that he's gonna change, but he's been a point guard all his life.
Uh-huh.
I don't see him changing and going and focusing on a different position. So wherever he goes, he still wants to be a point guard. Now I do agree with Prince about if he doesn't develop a better shot, then it's gonna be tough going as a point guard unless he can get his skills better where he can go and play down low. But right now, like I said, he's been a point guard all his life.
This man he done had a half a season now that been working on development on that shot. You know what I'm saying? The amount of time that he's been out is the off season. What he needs to do is
He done had his whole career to develop a shot.
no, but I'm just saying he's still 20. He's just 24 years old, right? 23 years old.
He's pretty young.
He's young buck.
He's
Yeah,
still,
he's a young buck.
yeah, he's still young buck. So what I'm saying is we watched that dude be right up under the goal and pass it. Shoot, you know, we watched the dude be wide open. Some teams will be like, listen, we would allow him to shoot. You know what I mean?
Right.
We'll allow this dude to shoot, and he'll be right there wide open and will not take it.
And then,
So somebody told this dude, when you take a shot, you need to have some paint under your feet. And that's the only place that he's comfortable. You put that line out there, 30-footer, 25-footer,
then
he ain't
the
10 foot. He ain't
other
doing it.
thing too is if he's unhappy, is he gonna be disgruntled in your locker room and cause problems with the team?
If you can't play for Coach Glenn Rivers, so if you can't coach for if you can't play for Coach Rivers, hey man, you're gonna be hard pressed to play a lot of places. You know what I mean?
That's my
So
point.
he's dealt with some. I mean, in his interview, he said, "I've dealt with some of the toughest personalities to play for in a KG, in a Ray Allen, in a Paul Pierce,
Yeah.
He even had Shaq at one point. He was going over the list of players that he's coached. Listen, when he was at the Clippers, he said, I've coached some guys with some serious attitudes and some who've had some serious, diva personalities. He said, I've gone from the top of the bottom of the spectrum, So with that being said, if you can't play for Coach Rivers, hey man, something wrong, man. Something wrong. And they still got you there. He ain't traded you yet, and he's still trying to find a happy medium,
They haven't traded him because they're asking a boatload for him.
Because the amount of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. But I don't even they have him ranked higher than he really is, I think. So the amount of players that they want or the type of players that they want, they asking a whole lot. So, but I think the trade deadline for the NBA is February 10th. So
that's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's right around the corner. So it's time. It's time to make some moves, man. It's time to make some moves. So I had to get that in before Prince left, man. I had to get his thoughts.
I had one I wanted to get in before Prince left, but he was let
did
me
you?
get in. Yeah.
I would agree. My man agreed with me. That's crazy. Who next, man? Who up next?
Go ahead, Chuck. Corey, you got 3. Go ahead. Yours.
I'll get it, Chuck. Come on, cause I want to know what question he had for Prince. Go ahead.
Okay, big deal, no deal, a little deal. Should the Dallas Cowboys get rid of Mike McCarthy?
No deal. No deal.
That's why I wanted Prince to be here.
Yeah.
Man.
AD said we should. My own boy AD said we should. He says the Green Bay Packers did a great thing by getting rid of him because he said he's the problem. And a lot of Green Bay fans say that. They say that Mike McCarthy's the problem. I don't think Mike McCarthy's the problem. I think once we lose Kellen Moore, I think we put him as the OC. I think he has to call the plays now. So I'm staying with him. And that's a big deal, Mike Franken. That's a big deal. Big deal. So
I can go for that. He should be in the Ring of Honor, but
he should.
Let me tell you the reason why he ain't gonna be in that Ring of Honor. Jerry gonna have to be pushed hard. Because let Jerry tell it, he put that team together. It took him a long time to admit that Jimmy Johnson was was a key factor in that team being as successful as it was. It just took him way too long. And at this point now, he the only way he'll do it is if Jimmy passes. He's not gonna do it while Jimmy alive. Because then Jimmy gonna go back on that show. I told him, how about the Cowboy? I told him. Jimmy Johnson, he'll gonna throw some shade, but ain't gonna do it just yet. He gotta die first. Not that I want to die, but
Yeah. All right. You got any more, Chuck?
I got two more.
Okay.
Big deal, no deal, little deal. Should the Lakers trade AD?
Big deal. Big deal.
Why is it big deal?
Trade him now while you can get something for him. Why his name is still has what's the word I'm looking for? Why it still means something. You say AD now, they're like, yeah, that boy's a beast. But he's really not. And I don't know what's going on with this static. This is ridiculous.
Is it a mic? Is it?
I don't know. But yeah, no, AD, he's a big name, and people still kind of hold on to what he used to be. So yeah, if you get what you can for him right now, dog. Hey, people want AD. People want AD, man. Get rid of him while you can.
To dump him off, yeah.
So, and my last one is the Washington football team having a name? Big deal, little deal, no deal.
Hey man, I've been messing with you about that team name all season. It's a big deal, man. Y'all need a team. Y'all need a name. Y'all need a personality to go with this. The Washington football team. We know y'all the Washington football team. That was inevitable anyway. Like the football team in Washington. Well, Washington. Oh yeah, the Washington football team. Okay, that was y'all name. That was crazy. But somebody was allowed to come up with that. Yeah, it's a big deal, man. Y'all need a team name. Y'all need a name. Y'all need a personality.
It's only a big deal for Washington and probably Dallas because we want to talk about y'all. It's a no deal because nobody else really cares. Nobody outside of Texas and Washington really cares. So I'm gonna say no deal.
Well, we'll find out February the 2nd.
know, right?
All right, Corey.
All right. It's my turn, right?
Yeah, your turn. Your turn.
Big deal, no deal, little deal. So with Rudolph and Haskins being the heir apparents to Ben Roethlisberger, we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers was, he said, the coach said, listen, no deal is off the table. Any deal that you bring to me, it will be evaluated. It'll be, we're gonna look for every deal. And somebody put Cam Newton in that hat. Is it a big deal or a little deal that Cam Newton said that he would welcome, getting into that quarterback controversy or that quarterback competition with Rudolph and Haskins? Now, mind you, we remember at first we had Matt Ryan in that thing, but I think that's out now. But that's is this a big deal?
Haskins and Rudolph, and now Cam.
I'm gonna say little deal, and my reasoning for saying little deal is with any one of those players, I think you're gonna be in the same boat. All three of those players
All three of them
are below average players. So I don't think you're going to be any better or any worse with either one of them. So I'm going to say little deal. If you'd have said Aaron Rodgers, I would have said big deal. No, little deal. I mean, no deal. Yeah,
I think little deal too. I think Haskins has the potential, but going back to like I said about him a while back, he just has to get the mindset that he's in the NFL now and not let the game be too big for him. I think that's kind of what happened in Washington. That the game was kind of too big for him. He got put into a starting position as a rookie. I think it was too much. But I think he has the potential. But bringing Cam in is Cam the one to bring in to guide these young quarterbacks and give them the tutelage to become great. I don't know. I think in his heyday maybe, but not now. I don't think.
Cam right now. I'm a no deal only because I just don't believe in Cam's ability to be the Cam of 2014, 2012, that guy. Cam, sometimes, like I said, Father Time let you know. And I remember my dad told me this a long time ago. There's a time in a young man's life where ability and reality meet. You know what I mean? I remember he was telling me that because I played ball, and I ain't gonna lie, one of the best things my dad did for me was just kept it real with me. And when he told me that, he was like, look, man, he said, you're good. You're a good player. He said, but there's some great players out there. He said, I said, what you mean? He said, if you were great, they've been knocking at your door by now, And he said, there's a time in a young man's life where ability and reality meet. And reality is going to win most of the time. Right. Cam Newton had his day in the sun, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes he'll start off excellent. And he's doing all that talking, I'm back. And Cam is down. Interception, pick six. It slows down, They always say NFL quarterback, when you first start the game, you're sharp. Second quarter, especially when you're getting older, So when, that's when you can tell the speed of the game has passed you by. So to me, right. I'm going with no deal, man.
But I guess did he really have a? And I'm not pro Cam like Prince is, but I'm just saying did he really have
a butt? You have a butt?
I'm just saying, did he really have a fair chance by coming in middle of the season versus being with the team the entire season? And being the football
fact that
ready.
You bring him in the middle of the season. But the fact that you bring him in middle of the season, thinking that he's the Cam of old, there's other quarterbacks that were out there,
right?
But you brought him in like, hey, we got to get Cam. What for?
What other quarterbacks were out there?
No. That could have did a better job than Cam.
I'm talking about what other quarterbacks that were not on the team that they could have brought in.
That's a great question. Off the top of my head, I would say
you saw what we had to do when I called when Heineke got hurt. We had to go get a guy in the classroom, man.
y'all picking guys out of trash can. I get that, but I'm saying either you can pick somebody that, like I said, okay, I would have chosen as opposed to me going with Cam Newton. I would have either chosen a fresh face. You know, I don't know about Rivers or Luck. They were on the couch, but I would have at least chosen somebody that came. Like, okay, take Jake Fromm for example. You know, Giants picked him up. You know, and he ended up starting the last 2 games. Didn't do bad. You know, he didn't do bad. I'm just saying he could. Listen, I ain't see him. He Romo, man.
That's why
they probably could have did a better job trying to convince him. I know, right? But that's what I'm saying. He could have picked somebody that was a fresh face out of college that that's been working hard. As opposed to bringing in Cam. Look, if Bill Belichick drop you, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? He's been a great evaluator of talent. And they only had him on the hook for $1 million. They could have kept him to the end of the season.
Yeah.
They did the right move though, with keeping that guy, keeping Matt. But yeah. I'm mad you got us talking this long about Cam Newton, man. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Dang. All right, next question, man. Big deal, little deal, no deal. If firing Frank Vogel, if the Lakers let him go now, will that save their season? Some think that letting him go now will save the Lakers season. So just go ahead and let him go now. Should the Lakers consider cutting, ties with Frank Vogel right now? Big deal, little deal, no deal.
Go ahead, G, your team.
I'm gonna say big deal. I'm gonna say big deal, and I think you have to. This team is gonna hover around that 500 mark with the way they're playing right now, with what he's doing. He still hasn't figured out a rotation to go with. He's still playing pretty bad on defense. I mean, it takes LeBron James himself to say, "I'm not losing." No matter what it takes, I'm not losing for us to get a dub now. I think Westbrook is playing a lot better with LeBron. Malik Monk is playing a lot better. Dwight Howard is finally getting some playing time. We finally benched DJ. No, we did that when he wasn't the coach. He was out with COVID, and we benched.
So that got nothing to do with Vogel. Is what you're saying?
Got nothing to do with Vogel. So I think at this time, I think maybe go ahead and do it and let Fitz, finish out the season.
Fizdale.
Yeah.
But I don't think Fizdale got it either, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I like Fizdale. I like his energy sometimes. I love his interviews at the end of the games, but you got two guys that they're mediocre coaches, man.
Yeah.
Mediocre coach. Vogel got a championship, right?
Yeah.
He got the bubble championship. Yeah,
the bubble.
He got the bubble year. But to me, that year LeBron was the coach. I feel like, and they also had they had Tyronn Lue was there at the time, was he? Or
Jason
no?
Kidd.
Okay, so I just feel like he willed that championship. You know what I'm saying? Not Frank Vogel, but
yeah.
I just don't see it, bro. So I get it when you say big deal. It is a big deal. Yeah. All right. Next
deal.
Go ahead.
Deal.
Go ahead. Huh? No deal.
Little to no deal. Reason being is Is it Vogel's fault that y'all brought in the old schoolers and let your young bucks go? Is that his fault? Number one.
Honestly, I think we still have some young bucks. He just don't play them. Oh, I mean, he's starting to play Malik Monk, but then we got a couple that's injured as well. No, let me say that he is playing Reed. Yeah, so maybe he is playing him, but it's not good rotation. It's just not good.
But my question is, would the Lakers be a better team if they had Caruso and what's my man name that went to the Wizards? Can't remember his name.
Kuzma.
Yeah, Kuzma.
They would definitely be a lot younger. They'll definitely be a lot younger. Yeah.
I don't think with the team you have now, I don't think letting the coach go at this point in time, it's not gonna help.
So just go on this.
You might well go ahead and roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches, huh?
Roll with the punches.
LeBron ain't getting younger, man. I think you got to try to take advantage. You got to try to do all you can right now to try to get there.
But by him making the statement he made, this disregards your thought process as far as how many minutes he should play.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a competitor.
Yeah.
All right, last question I got. Dak Prescott came and made an apology after not saying insinuating, but more or less, firing up or getting fired up about the Dallas Cowboy fans throwing trash and throwing, just being angry at the loss, and then coming to apologize. Big deal or no deal, or just I was a big deal, little deal, or no deal on him making the apology, or should he have stayed? Or should he have stuck to his guns? Should have done.
So which one is the no deal? Which one's the big deal? Is it
the big deal is that he apologized? Should he have stuck with his guns? Is it a big deal that he apologized? That does it mess with his legacy?
I think it's a big deal. I think it shows the type of person that he is. Not even player. Type of person. In the heat of the moment, he said some things that he didn't mean, but he was hot about just the loss after your season's over. So you got all these emotions going on. You just got knocked over by the ref who who wasn't in the position he was supposed to be in. So all that planning, but for him to come out and say, "Hey, man, you know what? I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean it. I was just in the heat of the moment, man."
I guess my question would have been: Does it kill his squeaky clean image? You know what I'm saying? He's never had any problems off season. He's never had a bad interview. He's never been, that guy to say, "Yeah, they should have." Does it mess with that squeaky clean image?
Yeah, no deal. No, he's one mistake doesn't define a person, and this won't define who he is. Everybody knows what this man is up for. What is it? Not player of the year, but teammate of the year or something like that. He's the one nominated for the Cowboys. Every team has a nominator.
The Walter Payton Award? Payton?
Yeah, the Walter Payton Award. So that's not gonna change who Dak Prescott is, what he does for the community, what he does for everybody around him. The man is just, for his players, his practice squad players. He told all his 53 men, "Hey man, everybody get $500 for them because they don't make the same money that we make when you go to the playoffs." So everybody check that. That's just the type of person that he is, man. So I don't think it changes.
All right, Chuck.
I don't think it changes either, but I think it would have changed if he hadn't come out with the apology.
So you said that covered his butt.
I think that covered his butt, because if he hadn't come out with the apology, then he would have basically been saying that he condones fans throwing stuff out the stands at the officials when teams lose. That's basically saying I condone that.
Yeah.
So I think it saved his reputation by him coming back and saying and apologizing and explaining why he said what he said when he said it.
Yeah.
Facts.
What do you think, Corey?
I believe, like, with the whole squeaky clean image that he presented when he came out, I was shocked when he said what he said initially. I was shocked, like they should be throwing stuff. I mean, they throwing them at your teammates, But I think I got what he was saying. They should be fired up because we expected more out of our team. He was sort of saying, I'm agreeing with my fans, with the fans that are loyal to the Cowboy Nation. That I understand you being upset. So that I kind of got it, but I was like, man, that just changes how people perceive him now. His perception of that squeaky clean, no nonsense. Well, not gonna say no nonsense, no issued quarterback. Especially when you're a black quarterback on the national stage with America's team. So I feel that, man. But yeah. So
should the referees come out and apologize for their mistakes?
Big deal. Huh? Well, okay, my bad. Go ahead, Chuck.
What mistakes?
What mistakes?
What mistakes?
Yeah. So y'all talking about one. Y'all talking about the Corey's 11-second situation.
No, we're talking about just in general.
The playoffs.
Which game are we talking about? We talking about the Dallas game?
That's just playoffs in general. We've been talking about how bad the refs have been all year, pretty much.
Okay. I thought we were just talking about the Cowboy game because
that was just icing on. That's the last one of the season.
That was the last one. Like they were bad then too.
Latest one.
Yeah.
You saying that bad because it affected your team. If your team had won, you would not be saying anything about these officials.
No,
just go ahead and say it.
They would
not be saying if Dallas had won this game, we would not hear anything from you about the officiating. None whatsoever.
That's not true.
We've had some terrible calls made from a Falcon standpoint too now. All season, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not putting it all on refs, but sometimes we just didn't have to go our way. You know what I'm saying? We were getting beat by Dallas by about 40 points, and we still kept getting penalty calls. I ain't saying they were wrong, but I'm like, give us a break.
And it may be some blatant calls out there, but you have to realize how fast the game is and what they're trying to do, and the calls they're trying to make. Like my dad used to tell me, don't judge somebody till you walk a mile in their shoes.
Well, but they got replay.
Until you out there
who watch.
Until you out there doing the officiating, then if you made a bad call, would you want to be scrutinized like you scrutinizing them?
But you know what they've done though, Chuck? They on some of those plays where where you can't challenge it, they send it up top. You know what I'm saying? They want to get it right. They want to make sure they get this thing right. And so they put that together so they don't make mistakes like that. But now they're getting it. I mean, it's just turning wrong.
Okay, other than the blatant call with the whistle blowing in the Cincinnati Raiders game, what other blatant call are we talking about?
I'm saying like this. That's enough. That's enough for the playoffs.
And that's why they determined that crew is not going to officiate no more this year.
But in that game they had several. It wasn't just that one. They had several offsides. They had holding calls that weren't really holding calls. They had a roughing the passer that wasn't no roughing the passer. They had all kind of stuff going on in that game. It was bad.
In that game,
it's been wild. Yeah. It was wild.
So were there a lot of bad calls in the Dallas game?
It was,
other than the 11-second that Corey has expounded on.
All right. So what about the Trent Williams, the false start when he was kicking his leg back and they didn't call that, but they called it offsides on us.
Okay. And then what about the defensive holding that you said wasn't defensive holding?
that was holding. I was messing with you. But what about the holding call when they had Michael Parsons across the neck when he was going to tackle when they threw that 40-yard pass?
But see, you argue my point for me. Because everything you saying, what about, is all calls that went against Dallas. So there were no bad calls that went against San Francisco.
I don't care about San Francisco.
That's my point, G. That's my point.
You're saying what bad plays? I'm telling you the bad plays. Those are bad plays. Those
What I'm saying, if you're gonna be right, you're gonna be right and admit plays and call bad against each team.
I gave you plays against Oakland. I mean against the Las Vegas Raiders, but you didn't care about that. But when I brought up the Cowboys, now you only talk about the Cowboys.
Right, because that's your team.
So what about in the Rams? What was the Rams Arizona game? They had a catch. They threw the ball to AJ Green. They went under the hood and said it was a catch. Went under the hood, said it was a catch. The Rams coach, McVay, threw the flag out, the red flag, the challenge flag, to challenge what they just reviewed. And they went back in there and reviewed it, and they said it was no catch.
And still reviewed it.
No, I don't remember them going up under the hood. I have to go back and look at that. I don't remember them going up under the hood.
Yes, they went under the hood first. You go see if it was a catch. And then came back and said it was a catch. And then he threw the flag, the challenge flag. And then they went back and looked at it again upstairs, and they said, "Oh no, that wasn't the catch."
And and make no mistake about it, they call it right now an officiating crisis. You know what I'm saying? This season for 2021 has been an officiating crisis. They said the NFL needs a full-time official, like I said, a person to officiate the officiating, because they're not held accountable for making mistakes. You know what I mean? So some teams have suffered behind this. So to answer the question, big deal, little deal, no deal. It's a big deal, because some teams have been chewed out, have been really tampered with in a wrong way. And I just used the 11 seconds for the Cowboys. I ain't saying they would have won, but that was crucial, bro. I was waiting.
Corey.
When a fan is sitting there like, call the play, hey, move.
Right.
Look, I get to you again.
Hold on. Like I said, if you don't want to get put in, don't do things to get put into that situation.
But
you go wait 20 seconds. You can wait 20 seconds into the clock, to the play clock, to decide I'm gonna take my punt team off and put my offense back on.
They need to be held accountable as well. That's all we're saying.
Well,
they're not held accountable. So just like the Raiders coach, if he would have took that team to the playoffs and won a game, he probably would be the head coach of that team. But because they lost in the first round, because of some bad calls, now he's out looking for another job now. See, they're costing players jobs and coaches, man. They should come out and apologize. Hey, man, I messed up. And so now the owner's like,
some of them, right? Or some of them players that how if you can stop it, they gotta listen, man. They could challenge that 11 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like something got to happen where they go, hey, the refs took too much time. Please put 7 seconds back on the clock. Because like I said, that defense was set. I get where they supposed to touch the ball every time, but some plays. I ain't saying that would have been it could have been a winning, TD. Who knows? But I'm just saying I feel him on that. So big deal with me for as far as refs are concerned.
See what Mike Franklin said, didn't you?
He said they're held accountable. They get fired and demoted. I haven't seen where do they get demoted to? Where do they go?
I've been seeing the same coach. I mean, I've seen the same
ref. I guess what happens is a referee may get demoted down to a regular official.
I'll tell you, I don't know anything about that. I don't know.
If you want better officiating, then increase their pay.
So
increase the pay.
I agree with that. Make them full time. And my uncle, he said he has a friend that's an official in the NFL, and they actually have to write down all the little plays that they call and why they called it that way. So they have to. It's so they gotta they have to
do a police report.
Yeah,
Like
they
a
got
police report.
right? They got a police report on why they made that
So they
call.
are held accountable then.
Shit, who's reading it? That's the problem.
I'm about to say, yeah. You turn in your paperwork.
But G,
Okay.
but G, you don't have to be
All right,
honest to
okay.
me. You answer this question after this podcast. But you know just as well as I do, if Dallas had won that game Sunday, we would not hear anything from you about officiating.
I would have said those were some bad calls. We just overcame them bad calls. That's what I would have said. We overcame the bad calls.
Okay.
Fellas, man. Great show. Episode 83 in the books, my dog. Mike Franklin, Larissa Jones, Rodney Littlejohn, Kanisha Davis, James Littlejohn, Stanley Carter. What's up, my dog? Wayne Happel. My man said Hawks, yes. Look, they were down by a lot. Them Bells came back. They got a 13-point lead right now over Minnesota. And my dog is at the game right now, James Littlejohn. He's actually checking in from the game.
Cool.
Tariq, my dog, welcome to the show, homie. Make sure you go subscribe to the show, man. Subscribe to the show on YouTube at Talking with KPG, my dog.
My dude.
And we apologize. We apologize for the static, man. We gotta figure out what's going on with it. It might be my internet, man. I gotta pay my bill or something, dog. I don't know what it is.
I'm about to say I ain't heard static the whole time. I guess it's everybody else, but I hadn't heard a piece of static.
No
way.
It might be you then. That might be you.
Yeah, because I heard it.
Look, if y'all can hear this, man, before we sign out, man, I got to give a big shout out to my big homie, my oldest son, man, my big homie. It's his birthday today. He make 10 years old. You know, it's my first. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday! 10 years old, man.
10 years old, man. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday.
I thought that was a Pittsburgh Steelers emblem on this hoodie there, but maybe not.
None of that over here, man. None of that. But yeah.
What's your name? What's your name, young man?
Tell me your name.
My name's Austin.
Austin. Happy birthday, Austin.
Happy birthday, Austin.
Did your dad get you everything you wanted?
Yeah, basically.
Good. Basically. That's good, man. Happy birthday. We love you, man. Thank you for jumping in on the stream, baby. You get you some cake too? Or we're gonna do it this weekend?
Yeah, I got cake.
You got some cake? Hey, tell your dad to bring me a piece.
All right, go ahead, buddy. Get ready for bed. Yeah, man. That's why we do it, man.
Happy birthday, Austin, man. That is
awesome. Man. That's why we do it, brother. That's why we do it.
Yes, sir. AD, my dog. Thank you for tuning in, my homie. He's Alpharetta High School JV coach, and my guy's a hell of a coach, man. Michael Wolf, thank you for rocking with us, cuz. Who else is out there? Everybody else that was out there, man, make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the show. Like I said, we're gonna try to wing y'all off this Facebook, man, and get everybody on YouTube. So we thank y'all, we love y'all. For my guy Prince, for Chuck Littlejohn, for Bulldogs Finest, Corey Davis, man, we love y'all. We'll see y'all on Sunday.
And make sure you keep up with the overall record for the playoffs now.
You're not doing well.
I am.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I think I'm winning right now.
No.
Hey,
we love y'all. I know, right? Dude always win. He changed the score on it.
All right, fellas.
Starting off fresh with KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. We started off first talking with G. Then we went in at it, Corey. At a Prince, that's KPG. We starting off fresh with KPG. At a Prince, now it's KPG. And we just talking with KPG.
Peace.
All right, fellas.
Later.
All right, my dogs.
All right. Later.
Later.